All right, how's it going, guys? Today we are going to be doing an adaptive PE lesson. I'll be videotaping myself, and I don't have a partner, so a lot of this stuff I'll kind of be explaining and maybe using a wall to like throw against, to roll against, things like that. For this lesson, if you have any type of ball that about this size that rolls, that bounces, anything like this, a playground ball, soccer ball, volleyball, something like that, that'd be helpful. We're gonna also have a small ball, so tennis ball. I have this little inflatable small basketball, tennis ball, and then a rope for jumping. If you don't have a rope, you can, or if you don't have a jump rope, you can use a regular rope. You could just use a line on the ground. You could also use a stick, okay? And if you have a beach ball, that'd be great. If not, a balloon works. If you don't have any of these, you can always just not do that part of the session, or you could try to use some other type of ball. For the students working with for this video, something that hangs in the air for kind of a long time, to allow for reaction time, is why we want these types of balls. And then like a target. So I used to use like a little like trash can type thing. You could write a circle on the ground with chalk. You could use a chair as a target, anything for a target, or you could just put your arms out in a circle as a target. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is warm up. So if you have some open space, I'm just gonna use this in part of the front yard as my open space, and I'm gonna start with some simple jogging. Okay, you can use two targets to run to and back from. You could use the shoes. I have cones. You could also use, just anything, stuffed animals, whatever you have, and then make it about, 20, 30 feet. Okay, so we're gonna start with jogging. So a nice light jog. And a nice light jog back. All right, good. Now we're gonna try to do a little galloping, okay? So pick one foot to lead forward, and then you're just gonna bring the other foot to your heel, okay? So here we go, galloping. And see if you can switch feet back. You may need someone to hold your hand for this, okay? Next, we're gonna try some skipping. So this one's kind of tough. It's a step hop. So remember, it's a step, bring the other knee up, and hop, step, hop. And you can do it in place to start off. Step, hop, step, hop, step, hop. And if you can do it while moving forward, go ahead. And back. Okay, good. And now maybe walking backwards. You might need someone to hold your hand while we walk backwards. All right, good. Now we're gonna do some jumping, okay? So I'm just gonna pick a jump rope and I'm gonna lay it out on the floor. And this is gonna be the snake that we're gonna have to jump over, okay? So we're gonna use 2 feet to bend our knees, use our arms to swing, and we're gonna jump over the snake. Turn around, arms pump up, jump over the snake. Okay, now let's try to jump over and back. 1, 2. Ready? Over, back, over, back. And this is definitely one that you might want to hold one hand with the adult or parent, okay? This could be very helpful in getting over the snake and back. And then once they start to get the hang of it, something that I do is I start with two hands held, one hand held, and then I'll like hold just with a rope, okay? So like the student's holding the rope, and then the adult is holding the other part of the rope. Okay, and then once you get that, then you let go. That's kind of the progressions of using cues and physical prompts. Okay, so here we go. Front, back, now we'll go side, side, side to side, side to side, side to side. Okay, now take that line or rope and let's walk across it. Okay, walk across, walk across. Okay, now you can walk side to side on the rope, keeping your balance. And back. Good. All right, now let's do 1 foot balancing. 1 foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're trying to get about 3-4 seconds. That's kind of the goal. It's kind of a tough goal, but we're going to practice. Okay, no hands held for this one. We're just doing this on our own. You might do it for 1 second and bring your foot down. Just keep trying to bring that foot up. All right, 1, 2, 3. Other foot. 1, 2, 3. And you can keep practicing that. Keep working on getting your time or your balancing time up. All right. Next up, let's move on to the. Oh, I forgot to say this. We want to fill up 2 water bottles, and we're going to use these as our dumbbells. Okay. So this is kind of fun. So we're working on form here. So whenever you do any weight exercises, we want our jump stance, our feet shoulder width apart. Okay, feet shoulder width apart. We want our chest out and shoulders back, kind of like this. And I want you to take your dumbbells or water bottles, and I want you to hold one in each hand, and I want you to bend up. 1, up, 2, up, 3, up, 4, up, 5, up, 6, up, 7, up, 8, up, 9, up, 10. Notice how my elbow joint is staying still while I do it. Okay, it's just staying still, and it's only my forearm and hands coming up. Okay, now we're gonna do some front raises. Same thing. Keep our feet shoulder width apart, our chest out. Okay, shoulders back. Bring that straight arm up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, good job. And how much time we have? Okay, about halfway through. All right, so now let's get our bouncy ball. I like to use a bouncy ball. And let's practice our dribbling first. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna bounce, catch, bounce, catch, bounce, catch. Try not to bounce it on your tiptoes, because then it'll bounce forward. So try to bounce it in front of you and catch with those hands. All right, try to get 4 or 5 in a row. And now we're gonna throw it above our head, not too high, not too low. We don't want to do this, but we also don't want to do, whoa, way up there. That's going to be too hard. So we want to find a nice happy medium. 1, and you want to throw it up and catch it. 2, 3, 4, 5. And keep practicing that until you get about 4 or 5 in a row. Okay, now let's try to dribble with one hand for a few. So put that hand behind your back, or actually you can drop it. Just don't throw it, just drop it, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is pretty tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can switch hands if you feel comfortable. If not, you can stick with one hand. Just do the very best you can. That's all we ask. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now with a partner, you're going to practice passing back and forth. Okay, so let's see here. So for this, I'm going to use the wall, okay, and I'm going to practice passing. So when we pass, okay, let's practice putting it above our head and throwing it, okay, and when we catch, try to catch with your hands only. Sometimes we need to hug the ball, that's okay, but if you can work on just catching with your hands, that'd be great. Okay, so I'm just going to use a wall. You guys obviously can use a partner, okay, if you have an adult with you. So I'm going to put it above my head and throw it against the wall. All right, and catch. Actually, let me see if I can get back a little bit. Okay, it's hard to get, so you can see everything above the head, and throw and catch, and throw and catch, throw and catch. Okay, and the student, if they want to practice catching from the adult can pass it underhand, okay, or a bounce. And if they're feeling really confident, you can throw it overhead, but for the most part, the student will probably want an underhand throw or a bounce pass. So like something like this, bounce pass, okay, or an underhand throw, so they're able to catch it. Okay, so you can do that a few times. Maybe try to have a goal set 5, 6, 7 catches in a row. or 5, 6, 7 catches total. All right, so let's move on. Let's get the balloon or beach ball next. Okay, so for this one, we're gonna see how many we can get in a row in the air. Okay, so we're kind of moving around, have some open space. I have the wind right now. If you're inside, you won't have as much wind. Okay, so throw it up in the air, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I got 4. And then that's my new goal. Now I'm gonna try to get more than 4. Okay, so let me put this over here, and you can do this with a balloon as well. All right, so here it comes in the air, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and even if the ball is about kind of far ahead of you, you could even try to kick it to try to keep it up, right? You could use your head, okay, your fingers, your knee. You're just trying to get as many in a row as you can. Alrighty, so after you do this, we'll move on to the small ball. Okay, so you can use any type of ball that's kind of small. I'm gonna probably use the tennis ball, and then also maybe bring your target out so we can practice with your target. Remember, you can use different types of targets. You know, I could use something like this, could use this, could use chalk on the ground. But to start, let's just practice with throwing. Okay, throwing. So the proper way to throw, reminder, is gonna be, okay, ear. So you want to bring it up to your ear. Ear. Okay. Step with the opposite foot. Okay. Throw and then follow through with your arm. Just follow through with your arm. So ear, step, throw, follow through. Okay. Here we go. Ear, step, throw, follow through to a partner. Ear, step, throw, follow through. Okay, and then for catching, because you'll be going back and forth, remember, thumbs together if it's above the waist, pinkies together if it's below the waist. And this one you probably only want to be about 5, 6, 7 feet apart, okay? With a nice light underhand toss to the student, okay? Overhead is probably, overhead's going to be a little hard right now, so try to do the underhand toss. So underhand toss to the student tries to catch it, okay? And then once you